Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you from the Wong ground in Southern California. This is part of the Woodley complex of 4 grounds. On this ground, last week we had the Division IV championships. US played Jersey here. And today we'll be bringing you the American College Cricket semi-finals for the Western Regional Championships. And I'm going to call on the captains of the both teams to see, do the toss. All right, Ankit, you're the host side, basically. So I'm going to put it up, heads or tails, all right? Okay. Heads. Tails it is. Well, we won the toss. Why did you choose to bat?
We chose to bat because we want to put pressure on the opposition. The wicket seems good, and it seems like the right choice to put pressure on the opposition and win the game.
Okay. Ankit, what are your thoughts of the ground today?
Sure. So, yeah, it's a bit damp right now, so our bowling hopefully could take some advantage of it. And as soon as the wicket dries, we can have a good batting display and chase the target.
Well, we look forward to commentating and see how it goes today. Sure, all right, very good luck. Thank you. Good luck, guys. Play a good game. All right, thank you very much. It rained quite hard earlier, and we put covers on the wickets, and now the sun's come out, so it's going to be a glorious environment in which to play this game at Woodley. USC into field. Huskies opening the batting. Both of these teams have played well so far. USC is the more experienced because they've been involved in American college cricket since really the beginning in 2009. It's good to see them out here on their home turf and playing University of Washington, that flew down from Seattle.
Well, David, it's great to be here back with you again.
Certainly is, Lloyd.
We did this together in Houston, and of course in previous years in different parts like Florida. And
it's nice to get out here at Woodley for a change,
Yeah,
bring you to the home ground, and it's
always great to be on the West Coast for me. And of course, you live here, so
well, I'm glad we're able to get you out here again, Lloyd.
Look forward to it. So we're gonna see USC batting. USC fielding and the University of Washington.
Well, USC will have their tails up because they just beat UCLA on the football grounds yesterday. So UCLA will be next up. Hopefully we'll get a...
Vineet Omkaram, batting all-rounder.
Both teams perform well today.
Well,
I'm Ashish Relin. I'm a right-hand medium pacer and a right-hand batsman.
Well, in terms of the cricket, they won both of their matches.
Absolutely.
So they are actually...
Well, the last one they won on the last ball.
Brumham, batsman.
They know how to win.
Yeah, it was pretty close, exciting. I mean, when a game ends on the last ball, it's
the sort of finish you want.
And here it is. Here we go for the first ball. And this one pops up into the air. Will he be
got a golden? Oh, yeah.
And that one.
So
probably played
USC strikes early.
He probably played a little earlier than.
And you could put that down to the pitch a little bit. I mean, the little dampness on the pitch, you might.
It may have
played up a little,
Exactly, and ball popped off the bat and went straight.
Developed his cricket in Southern California, so he's very much a Southern California product, and knew what Woodley was about. Was very happy to come down and play here. So he'll be thinking a little bit about that.
Vikrant, batting all-rounder.
Hopefully Brahman Chandri can play himself in a little bit and guide the Huskies out of danger here. Here we come into bowl. A nice flick through the mid wicket. A good answer for a shaky beginning. Nice throw into the wicket. And now Huskies have played, are on the board. Both shots are a bit uppish though. So timing is probably the issue in this situation. Yeah. Here we go. Repositioning the field a little bit. Bringing in a extra cover. And, oh, lovely cut. Beautiful shot. Nice piece of fielding. Could have easily gone for 4. And that was, as a result, just a quick single.
Yeah, that was placed right in the gap, all along the ground. You just steered it perfectly. But some good fielding. You pick up and throw in back one-handed.
Yeah, perfect. Now, Lloyd, the sun coming out. It's been quite a variable weather today.
Well, we had great weather yesterday, and if this keeps up, it'll be great today too as well. And
I think when you think about it, the pitch will probably harden, you know, with the sun coming in. So when there's a little dampness, you probably get some more movement. So do you think that Washington did the right thing to bat first, or did?
You know, that's a good. I really don't know because the pitch seemed to be fairly dry.
Yeah.
And then the rain didn't necessarily make it worse, just a little bit more, perhaps bowler-friendly.
Right.
But it's always, if there's some rain, you always think that perhaps it's not the best idea to bat first. Right. And there's a mix-up there.
Easy overthrows. Yeah, that was a bit
and they're just lucky there was no run out there, and now they'll get a couple of overthrows. So
quick strike,
the batsmen have to
USC
communicate better.
They're going to do are we going to be able to do it? They're going to run out? That was very close.
Yeah.
Little
so 3
slow
runs
between
in
the
the
wickets
end.
there. So yes, a little excitement in this first over. A few jitters out there, few nerves. Some good bowling. Seems seen a bit of everything in this first over, so it should be an exciting game. Again, Samir into bowl. Oh, he missed that. Little overpitched. Good intimidating bowl on this wicket. And here we are, over change. The umpires are Mark Aziz, who's went into it's quite a well-known character in Southern California. Umpiring with Edie Dawkins.
I'm Gaurav Mathur, left arm medium pacer and left arm batsman.
So we've got some experienced umpires out there.
So a long run up for this fast bowler from USC, and this one hit over the slips, but there's a man placed down on the backward point boundary just for that shot, so it's not a risky shot in that sense. And that's Karam on 4, 7 for 1 in the second over for University of Washington. And
actually, that's a pretty good scoring rate, Lloyd, I would say.
Yeah, not bad.
They lost the wicket.
Lost the wicket.
Yeah. If they keep that up, it'll put the pressure on.
We'll see how Washington recovers from that early setback.
Yes.
But certainly we've seen a couple of good shots since, both on the offside from point to backward point for some runs. No boundaries yet.
I think the outfield will be a little bit damp, so it'll slow things down a bit.
But otherwise, the grass is at a good level.
Oh.
And will we see that? That's the first
Just as you
boundary.
said it, we have our first boundary.
Now let's see if there's a signal from the umpire. Yeah, signal for 4. So it's a bright sunshine here at Woodley on the Wong Field out in California, in LA. And it's a lovely vista. You've got the mountains and some lovely trees and of different types. So it's a pleasure really to look around, not only for the cricket but the actual scenery, David.
Yeah, a lot of cricketers have planted trees around the ground over the years, and it's attracted.
Left arm.
Beautiful
And
shot.
this one over the slips again. Will the man
it
at
over the
third man
slips.
come around get it? He does. That man is working hard very early.
Yeah.
And speaking of
Deep third man there's protecting the boundary pretty well so far.
people who've planted trees, you yourself planted a dozen of these back in 1996.
That's
and
right.
We see 10 of them in a semicircle there, lending to the ambiance and the beauty of this field.
Yeah, when this field was laid in 1996, we had an opening ceremony and put the trees in.
Here it comes. And this one is just played back to the bowler. He didn't necessarily want to get the ball there. He was trying to get it on the onside. Hit the...
And then we allowed
edge of the
the grounds to lie fallow for 2 years so that they would cure and harden. And then our first major game in Southern California was Australia-India, A team. The Australians were led by Gillespie.
As we see coming in.
BBS Laxman for India.
As we see coming in is...
Oh, beautiful shot. Through the covers for a glorious 4. And that's a good answer to the early jitters of
Yeah, that was a good shot. I was just about to say it's Matur is the bowler. And that was a pretty good shot. So our second boundary, score picking up here for Washington. And it's now 12 for the loss of 1 wicket. Tirumalachetti is on 8, and Amkaran is on 4. Both have struck boundaries. So how do you like the difference from last year when we played in Compton to this year we were playing in Woodley, David?
Oh, that's a great question. It's quite a contrast, and but both fascinating venues.
As we see the right-hand arm bowler, bowling, missing outside the off stump. This bowler is Rilan, right arm fast, pretty long run up, a dot ball.
Yeah, the Compton ground was sort of dedicated to baseball, had many famous baseball players through it, so it was very nice of them to invite us there and to be able to demonstrate what American college cricket could do in the inner city. And that program's going now well, thanks to American College.
Rilan, right arm, he digs that one in. It doesn't get up much, turned off the pads nicely, and they'll get a single. So that's...
And then, of course, Woodley has been designed by cricketers for cricketers, and it's really a remarkable story of just good leadership over multi-generations. Starting in the 1932 when Aubrey Smith managed to get City Council to give some land in Griffith Park, and 1978 they traded it for these 4 grounds.
As Raylan comes in right arm, and this one's outside the off stump. The batsman leaves it alone. It's actually a wide, signaled by umpire Pravin, and the score moves up by 1. So 17 for 1. University of Washington Huskies coming down from Seattle. Very new team in American college cricket. Our newest, and did a great job to get down here. Magnificent leadership by Brahman Chaudhuri, the captain and club president. Raylan, right arm. And that's a good ball pitched up. Batsman playing and missing. So how do you think it's playing for the bowlers right now, the pitch, David?
I think the bowlers are enjoying this. It's nicely cool, so for your long run up, there's some movement off the pitch. I think the bowlers have a slight advantage given this, although the slower outfield with the dampness helps the fielders. So but I think you can see that the bowling has its tail up at the moment.
18 for 1 as Rillan comes in, right arm. Hops, not a good ball. Well, that's a wide ball.
Close swing. Yeah, and over the years, Lloyd, we've got 4 fields here now, where we only had 2 in Griffith Park. There used to be 4, and 2 of them were washed away by the floods in 1938. And so, by coming here, we were able to expand the footprint of cricket in Southern California.
So Tiruma Lochetti on 9, Amkaram on 8, 18 for 1, right arm, good ball. Played it into the offside. He tried to go for a cover drive. Didn't quite get a hold of it. And the captain, Ankit, stops that at a short mid-off position, shortish mid-off position. As
it's a fairly conventional field at the moment, Lloyd, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and
two guys outside the 30-yard
from the beginning
circle.
they put the man down in the third man backward point, long
Finally.
third man area, who's been effective in stopping some boundaries.
Slightly over pitch with a great follow through, I would say.
Yeah. Well, of course, the man down in the third man area is kind of standard with your fast bowlers open in. The batsmen tend to go for it outside the off stump and
Right.
get it over the slips. So you do want to cover that area. And so far, that fielder has been quite effective for USC. So the USC Trojans here, with their tails up, got an early wicket off the first ball.
And with 15 overs, you need to pick up the rate. There we go.
It's a good shot. We'll see that third man in action again. And so they got 2 runs instead of 4 because of that man on the boundary.
Excellent, yeah. Of course, the usual format, you're not allowed fielders outside the 30-yard circle until 10 overs.
मुखी जी बताइए कैसी लड़की चाहिए आपको?
अच्छी लड़की चाहिए।
मेरा मतलब है वर्किंग गर्ल चाहिए या हाउसवाइफ? जय श्री कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण।
क्या अंतर है दोनों में? काम तो दोनों ही करती, बस जगह बदल जाती है।
ये मोह के धागे, एक नया शो सोनी पर।
Small steps in life sometimes takes tremendous courage. But if you have the right guidance, the journey of life can be an endless joy. Call me today for the right guidance.
500,000 satisfied clients in North America. For a happier tomorrow, call Prem Jyotish today, 718-899-6161.
Hi, I'm Dr. Loveleen Sood, and about 10 years ago I opened up a business called Simply Beautiful Med Spa, which is the cross between a medical office and a spa. Mr. Credit helped us obtain the financing we needed to do an entire build out of our location. Working with Vista Credit was an extremely simple process. We basically had to complete some paperwork and we had the monies within a few days. I would definitely recommend Vista Credit to other businesses because they helped our business in our time of need.
LED King, serving gas stations, hotels, residential, commercial building, and more. All our products are ULDLC certified. LED lighting can save you up to 70% on energy cost. LED King provides free shipping nationwide along with 5-year warranty.
Hi, I'm Tanya, and I almost missed you.
Try the City Search on the Shadi.com app and meet someone new.
And Lakshmi brand, made fresh because health is real wealth.
I'm Tarun Sandhu, right-handed batsman, right-handed bowler.
So you can see the cameraman in action. Which hovers around and gets in close on the batsmen and the fielders. It's a key of our coverage that you actually
Taran
get to see the
Sander
players.
into bowl. He's been a long-time player with the USC over the years.
Nice looking shot. Well,
one of the alumni
didn't
players.
quite get all of it. Yes, Tarun has been a long-term player for them because he plays as an alumni now. Pretty tall, 6'6".
What is the idea of the alumni on the team, Lloyd? It gives institutional memory a little bit too, doesn't it? By having.
Well, as you know, college sports in the United States have an alumni following,
Yes.
an alumni support. As we watch Tarun coming in, tall and lanky, nice looking shot, but doesn't get all of it. Some good feeling, even though he had a slight misfield, but it was good moving to his right and just a single. Yeah, so by including the alumni, we help build that support over the years, but they also provide immediate support to a team and to the new players who, so of course they're only playing if the team wants them to play. If they earn the selection, right arm coming from a high delivery from a 6'6" height, and that's true to the wicket keeper as a wide, giving the wicket keeper some work. And
I think
so. It's
trying a little bit too hard, but that's okay. He's probably a veteran wanting to prove the others.
Absolutely, and it's been such a benefit to a lot of teams.
Right.
So we'll keep that in play for some time. Here comes Tarun, right arm.
Yeah, he's studying to be a dentist. I think he just told me the other day he's going to be doing his residency fairly soon, and he went from USC to UCLA, but is still focused on his education.
24 for 1 now. Sandhu the bowler, 11 for Omkaram, and Tirumala Chetty is on 10. Sandhu from a long run up, as long as he is. Right arm digs that one in, doesn't get up a lot, and is directing the throw to the bowler's end.
Ankit, the captain, backing that one up. Taran a little bit wild.
Well, we saw with I'm trying to remember the team. I'll tell you in a second. Here comes Taran, right arm.
Number 3 bat just taking a risky shot, but of course he knows that there's 15 overs, so you have to keep the run machine ticking over. And Taran has actually been keeping the run rate down in this over, even though he's had a couple of extras.
It's 24 for 1, and the run rate right now is 6.55, 3.4 overs gone. So Washington will want to pick it up, dug in, and hooked by the batsman, but doesn't go far. That's Tirumala Chetty, the batsman.
Yeah, number 2 is Vikram Chetty, doing a good job helping the Huskies fight back.
24! 24! 4 overs, 24!
And over the years, the fields here have just got better and better. Recently, the Division 4 championships.
All right, I'm Ankit Harsora. I'm a left-arm bowler and a left-hand batsman.
Jersey here.
So 6 runs per over after 4 overs by University of Washington Huskies. And these batsmen will want to pick up that scoring rate. Left arm spinner. Outside they have some straight to the
That
field.
is out.
And he's got a magnificent catch there. It did go straight to him, but of course it was flying off the bat. Batsman cracked that one. And that was Omkaram on 11. And a good catch, David.
A very good catch. He just took it well. Saw it all the way into his hands, in front of his chest there. And it's the sort of shot that you are going to get out to if you don't get over it and keep it on the ground. So they were waiting for him. But a good bit of spell of bowling there by Taran. They've performed very well so far, I think, considering they haven't played very often together. And that's one of the things I love about American college cricket, is the way that it's giving these young students a chance to play the game they love.
So, for instance, televising from here,
right?
It's, you know, it has its challenges, as we have had to address, and so we'll have the occasional technical difficulty. But all in all, it's awesome to be able to do this from here. And
well, each broadcast we're learning, aren't we? And it's a learning curve, just like learning to bat.
Oh, and did he get him there? He went down the wicket to play at that one. The keeper took it and tried to stump him, but the umpire felt he was in. We'll probably see that replay, and as soon as we work out some of our technical Ankit, the captain, left arm. Ooh, that one.
Great movement, tremendous movement.
That was like a Shane Warne type delivery.
Yeah, it was. That did move that foot, basically. Good off break.
Well, leg break to the right-hander.
Abhinav Jain, batting all
Come
round.
down the wicket, but the wicket-keeper's standing up close, so it's creates some indecisiveness there for the batsman.
Flighted a little bit
pitched
more
up and nicely tapped.
Well, you see, that's what you do to balls like that. You try to play them off the back foot, like in the direction he did, which was just backward of point.
Good
or
adjustment
if you can
by
get
the batsman.
If you can crack it through the covers, that's what you'll try. The risk of getting caught behind is there, but in this format of the game, it's a risk you have to take.
Oh, lovely!
Yes, he steers that one nicely again into the offside, but didn't get a chance to get around.
Now the bowler's shown he's got good off breaks. Does he have anything else? That's the question. Excellent piece of bowling with the change of trajectory there. Batsman tried to sweep it to leg and it was very nearly out LBW.
Well, overall, it's going well for USC. Right now, University of Washington is 26 for 2 after 5 overs. So the scoring rate has dropped to just over 5. And they've lost 2 wickets, one just recently. So we'll see. That's Tarun Sandhu coming in from the sling end. Of course, Sling, the presenting sponsor of the American College Cricket West Coast Championship, associate sponsor LED King, and we appreciate their support. This one is steered into the onside, and the man will run around and field at a short mid-wicket, and they get a single.
That's a lovely shot there. The Wright and Severn fields in the background, which were the first 2 fields that were built here. And they're separated by a road, but it's all in the Balboa Basin Park.
Terrence Sandhu, right arm, 6-6, comes running high delivery point, and this one is hit down to the third man area, perhaps off to the thick outside edge, and they get a single. So it moves up now to 28 for 2. We are in the 6th over, scoring rate just 5.23.
Terrence sort of settling now to a nice rhythm, and he was there in 2009 when you put on the event.
Not 2010.
2010.
Yeah. They came in the second year.
Okay.
Yeah. Second national championship.
Nice piece of fielding there. I remember that event that you put on in Cromwell Field too, which is where the USC football played. We met with all the cheerleaders of USC at that time. Remember that?
Well, as we watch, Darren Sander comes running up, tall, lanky, right arm, digs that one in. He tries to hook that, doesn't quite get a hold of it, and they'll just get a single. So nice ball there for the hook, but the batsman didn't get hold of it, and they just get a single. What was the question again, David?
I was just saying that, when Southern California sort of started their game in 1993 as their team, but how have you found that they've helped with the American college cricket? I think that Cromwell event was very...
We had a good time there. As you said, the cheerleaders were practicing and the football team was there.
Right.
Prior to a big game. He digs this one out. This one's Yorker length. And they'll run a quick single. And the backup is good, so just a single. It might have been a game versus Notre Dame. As you see, a nice looking shot there.
Nice shot there at the David Heaney Pavilion. David Heaney is an Australian who used to run the grounds here for 20 years, recently inducted in the Hall of Fame, and did a lot for the infrastructure here at Woodley.
So, we were there on campus, and it was a great time back in 2010. It's Terrence Sandhu, right arm, digs that one in again. And this one will run away. Will this be 4? It'll get down to the boundary. We'll wait for the signal to see if it was byes. Yes, 4 byes.
4.
So Washington goes up by 4 as we see a replay there. And wow, that one was pretty close to the stumps.
Yes.
He swung at that, missed, and it went over the top of the stumps.
Yeah, you can live dangerously in this format of cricket,
As we get a bit of a drizzle here.
In Africa, we used to call this a monkey shower. It's a light rain. It's the sort of thing you get in Caribbean as well. We've got the covers here on the side if we need them, but I think it's just going to be
well, the main concern
shower
right now are the cameras.
Yeah.
As we watch Ankit Harsora, the captain of USCO, he beats him there with that one. And they'll get a quick run, perhaps byes. And, yep.
So,
here come Ankit Harsora, the captain. Flights that one a little bit more, tries to go for a sweep, doesn't get it.
Ankit's a very good cricketer. He's a good batsman as well, and certainly given some flight there to the ball. Trying to outfox the batsman with
We
flight.
got a nice frontal shot there, and flights this one, and this one's played out in the offside at an extra cover position, gets it back to the bowler, but they ran a quick single.
Yeah, it's settling into a good rhythm. Huskies fighting back well, some good bowling, good cricket. Lovely shot.
And he cracks the ball spinning away into the almost a point extra cover area, and they get a single. Didn't quite get hold of it.
Change of bowling?
No, it's Ankit, sorry, the bowler.
Right.
This one is stroked nicely into the offside, but it'll go down to the man in the deep at long off. And just a single. So USC has set a pretty good field for their bowling. So apart from having taken a couple of wickets, they're keeping the scoring down. And Ankit once more. He used his feet nicely, and this will go for a boundary.
Beautiful. Straight
You'll
to
see the
long
replay probably on that, but that was a lovely shot from the get-go. He's used his feet to the spinner, picked it on the up, and went for 6. Here we see the replay. Comes down the wicket, gets that nicely in the air, and there was no question from the moment it left the bat. So a nice 6 there for Washington, and this will move their score up, move their scoring rate up a little bit.
मुखी जी बताइए कैसी लड़की चाहिए आपको?
अच्छी लड़की चाहिए।
मेरा मतलब है वर्किंग गर्ल चाहिए या हाउसवाइफ?
जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
क्या अंतर है दोनों में? काम तो दोनों ही करती, बस जगह बदल जाती।
ये मोह के धागे, एक नया शो।
243 King. And Lakshmi brand, made fresh because health is real wealth.
That they need. It seems though the rain has stopped now, so
45 for 2. 45 for 2.
I'm Denver Bopaya, right-hand batsman, right arm off spin.
Digging in some bowls. Excellent piece of bowling.
And he was bowled. A little uncertain what happened there at first.
Yeah, he missed that in the air. And that's Brahman Chandri, who actually did a very good job.
We'll see the replay here right now.
Of bringing the Huskies
he tried
back.
to swing across the line. And that one, pitch on or about off, coming in.
Well, it was a good effort by, is what was needed. He dug in. Stabilized the innings after that quick loss of the captain. And now
So
Washington...
they could be, they will want to get about, ideally, 120.
Totally beat him in the
The projected right now is 136. So that would be a very good total to get. But we've seen some good batting by USC, so...
And the question, Lloyd, is, how deep does the batting go? You never know with the American college cricket teams because...
being a new team, University of Washington, I don't quite know how deep their batting is.
Right.
So we'll have to wait and see, basically. But I wouldn't be surprised if they, have some batting deep. Right arm, flights that one, hits in the air. There's a man down in the deep. Taron Sandu will run around and get that. Picks that up cleanly and throws that pretty good throw back to the bowler. So 2 runs. Nice front shot of the bowler there, flighted. Ooh, and this one beats the batsman coming in. Off breaks, good off breaks here by the bowler. And I'll tell you the bowler's name. It's Bopaia. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. Bopaia. Right arm.
Yeah, Denver Bopaia.
Flights that one nicely. Played down to the man in the deep.
Nice mix of fast bowling and spin bowling attack that USC are bringing to this equation.
And they have been effective so far.
They're trying to keep University of Washington off balance with their bowling changes. They certainly lowered the scoring rate a little bit. But good bit of fielding on the boundary there. Excellent. Good pickup.
In the car.
Another beautiful shot going over to the mid-on boundary. Cut off again by Taron Sandu. There's a bit of a challenge going on there. As University of Washington bring up 50 runs. As with American college cricket, we don't change ends with the bowling. We stay at one end so that we can get as many games in as possible. It saves a little bit of time on the field changes and makes for a crisper game, as the producer says. So we're just resetting the field here. New bowler. It's always fascinating to me the different rituals that cricketers have as they mark out their run or take the crease.
I am Pravit Patel, right hand bat, right arm off spin.
Ankit Hansora. Another spin bowler, off breaks.
Sarthak Jariwala, wicketkeeper batsman.
Huskies are getting quite an education in terms of spin bowling at the moment. Quite an unusual action. So almost very good, wrist spin, pushing the ball through. Which usually means accelerates off the pitch. Counteract there with a nice little sweep. A quick single. Certainly speeds up the over rate when you have a spinner. Nicely played, coming forward, trying to tickle it down there to the leg side, but the fielder was ready. And batsman showing quite a lot of respect to Ankit. Oh, and we've this is an unusual situation here. The batsman and the supporting batsman was out of the crease, and Ankit just let him know that he could have had his wicket, and as captain he's allowed him to come back in. But that's always a sign of chivalry when the captain allows that to happen. In some competitive games that would not have, really competitive games, that would not have happened. It does allow an Ankit now into bowler's fifth ball of this over. Oh, that was very close. It was down the wicket. If the wicketkeeper had gathered that, that would have been a stumping. But as it scampered through for a quick single. Not very elegant, but it puts runs on the board. And a short over format, you have to scramble whenever you can. Definitely Ankit producing some angst here in the Huskies batting lineup, getting them confused a little bit. So it's this time the batsman gets a hold of it, and it's going to be positioned where it falls between three fielders. So that was quite fortunate. And there's an excellent over by Ankit. Kept the batsman batting. He could have had a wicket if he'd wanted to. But his chivalrous nature got the better of the situation. And score now at 64. Change of bowling. Ooh, batsman wrapped on the pads. Bowler appeals. Turned down by the umpire. An excellent piece of considered bowling, picked up quite well by the batsman. He's going to have to run, and he just scampers in for a nice couple of runs there. So and batsman resets. Another upper shot. Papaya bowling again. So we've got quite an aggressive spin tack being used to being used to contain the Huskies. So they're putting the muzzle on the Huskies at the moment. Nice panoramic shot there of Wong Field. Lovely, picks him up on the full volley there. Glorious four into the offside. It's on the onside actually, an onside four. It was four all the way, straight off the bat. So Bapaya let that overpitched on that, and they paid the price. So the famous Wong Field here is named for June Wong, who was president of the SCCA for over 19 years, and it was named in his honor because he did all the groundwork, working with the city to get these 2 grounds. Actually, the adjoining one is John Marder Field. Nice little dab there, quick single. Good understanding here between the batsmen. Yeah, so Gene was just delighted when he was able to be here for the opening of the grounds and see his lifetime achievement really being played on now. Glorious shot, lofted off drive. Terence Sandhu ready to pick it up on the boundary. So it's just a quick single. And so Bopaya Ankit now takes over. Batsmen confer. They'll be wanting to move the run rate along as much as possible as we come up to the end of this 15 overs. Score now at 62. And get back onto bowl and bowls him. Tried to get down the wicket to that, and it did a cross bat, and of course that low percentage stop when you do that and bowled. But it's the sort of shot you play when you're trying to move the run rate along. Overs diminishing quickly, and so we're now at 64 runs. Incoming batsman Avanish Acharya. He'll be thinking about how to handle the spin bowling by Ankit, whose batsmen confer. Often the incoming batsman wants to know what the wicket's playing like and what to expect from the bowler. It's always hard to see from the side angle, so a little bit of intelligence there passing between the 2 batsmen. Avanish just setting himself, and in comes Ankit. Nicely on the back foot. Picked up that spin. Ankit again, very quick turnaround on his run-up. And Avanish just blocks. Getting used to the off-spin here. You've got to remember, these young men really, this is the amateur cricket at its most excellent, really. Lovely shot, right in Tarun Sandhu's hands. Good catch there by Tarun. And it's always, when you're sort of trying to dab your way out of some tight bowling, and then you try to intimidate the bowling by hitting it out of the field, and of course if he's placed the fielder there, that means the bowler has kind of set up a trap, which is what happened there. An excellent piece of bowling by Ankit, and of course he had his tallest 6'2" fielder on the boundary ready to pick it up, so his father would be very proud of him, seeing him come out here in California to play for the Huskies against USC. Lovely panoramic shot there, showing the dry riverbed, which we call in California an arroyo. And now focusing on the batsman. Just picks that up. A lovely little glance down there to the leg side. They should get a couple here. That will be it. They won't go for the extra. But a nice way to handle some of that tough bowling by Ankit. Good to have you back in the booth, Lloyd.
Nice to be back. That's a beautiful ball there. Really choked the batsman up.
Yep.
And so another wicket fell for Washington.
Yeah, it was a good trap there by the bowler and having the tall fielder on the boundary. Hopefully this won't happen again. Nice little dab there. 2 off. Good single there. Quick scampered single. Prayut Patel bowling very well. Nice piece of bowling. That is a beautiful shot. It's on the boundary and a lovely catch. Beautiful catch there. That's 2 we've had out on the boundary as the Huskies try to hit out, and they've lost 2 quick wickets as these.
Well, one of the nice things about that is seeing the batsman use his feet.
Yes, it was a good shot,
but just needed a little bit more on it to get it over that field and over the boundary. And of course, higher grass, so they go over the top. That shot on most fields in the U.S. would have been 6 runs.
Yeah.
Here we're playing with a full-size field, and of course, that's a beautiful thing to play here. But the slight downside for the batsman is that what would have been 6 instead got him out.
Well, the lovely thing about Woodley is that it is a dedicated cricket ground, so you have your low grass and you can play your ground shots, and that's one of the things that well, actually I have been up to Washington and see at the grounds at Merrimore Park, and they're playing on hard AstroTurf wickets there, and the outfield is pretty tall when I come to think of it, and of course it's very wet up there. So
so another left arm bowler in the attack, and this is Krishna. I'm sorry, not Krishna, this is Harsora Ankit, who returned into the attack, the captain. And Krishna is the batsman on 1. 2 new batsmen at the wicket and defensively. So this is good for USC, not so good for Washington. Another dot ball. We are in the 12th over. 5.65 is the scoring rate right now. Definitely not good. And he goes try to go over the top. It'll be safe, but not hit very hard. Man running in from deep mid-wicket will get that back to the keeper. And the batsman was able to get back in, as we see a nice shot there of the pavilion, the Davidini pavilion.
मुखी जी, बताइए कैसी लड़की चाहिए आपको?
अच्छी लड़की चाहिए।
मेरा मतलब है वर्किंग गर्ल चाहिए या हाउसवाइफ?
जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
क्या अंतर है दोनों में? काम तो दोनों ही करती, बस जगह बदल जाती।
ये मोह के धागे, एक नया शो सोनी पर।
Mystic nature shows us how to cope with the life problems. If your wisdom is shallow, the troubles in life will come like waves in an ocean. But once you realize the deeper meaning of your existence, life would be calm and majestic like a heart of an ocean. Let me help you with the ancient knowledge of astrology and numerology. Call me today.
Call Prem Jyotish today, 718-899-6161.
Hi, I'm Larry King, and I rarely endorse any product, but I trust Omega XL to relieve my joint pain. Used to be that my back would hurt, but thanks to Omega XL, I don't have that same pain anymore. I knew the heart-healthy benefits of omega-3s, but had never experienced the pain-relieving benefits of omega-3s until I started taking Omega XL.
Omega XL is effective at relieving pain and the symptoms of inflammation, including swelling, daily aches and pains, back pain, and swollen joints.
No, I'm not weighed down by the burden of pain. It's changed my life. Omega XL, it works.
Start taking this product and you're going to be really happy with the results.
These stories are real, and so is the relief.
Omega XL offers a 100% 90-day money-back guarantee from the date of your first order. Call now and you'll receive a bottle of Omega XL absolutely free with your first order.
Omega XL. Works for me, it'll work for
you.
LED King, serving gas stations, hotels, residential, commercial building, and more. All our products are ULDLC certified. LED lighting can save you up to 70% on energy cost. LED King provides free shipping nationwide along with 5-year warranty.
Whenever I needed to send money home to Mummy and Papa, here's what I used to do. First, I'd open up 15 different money transfer company websites, compare the best rates, transfer fees, transfer times. It would take hours. And then I found CompareRemit.com. On CompareRemit, I simply enter the amount I want to send and bingo, all the remittance information is lined up, easy to read. Click, 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 money sent, and Mom and Dad are happy.
CompareRemit.com, the smart way to send.
In association with LED King, quality LED solutions. Call 972-243-KING. And Lakshmi brand, made fresh because health is real wealth.
So the
fielding's been very good actually on the USC side. They haven't dropped any catches, and it's given them an attacking edge in this innings. Excellent piece of bowling there. The spinners are really doing a good job of keeping the Huskies in the kennel. Pick that one up. And a glorious shot over to extra cover. Quick couple. Well run. Some very searching bowling here from the spinners for USC. Good stuff. That landed on the middle and went to off. I mean to leg.
Abhi Trivedi, bowling all-rounder.
Batsmen doing what they can to squeeze some runs out of the into the infield here. Missed that one altogether, and he was bowled. Just hit around it and it swung into the off stump. So Washington trying hard to put runs on the board, but losing wickets in the process. So we've got 3 quick wickets that have fallen. It was a gorgeous ball, actually. It landed way outside the off stump and took middle. Excellent piece of bowling. And batsman lost it in the air. But this is the sort of stuff that American college cricket provides, because these players need this competition, and it's only by playing this way that they're going to improve. Probably work on in the nets to try and counteract it in future. And now we're the non-strikers end. We've still got Goipi Kaisha, which who should be getting an eye in for the bowling by now. Lovely shot. Going the offside here. Just stopped before the boundary. That's working around the clock to kind of counteract the spin bowling. That's the way to do it. And he got down. And that
Aman Agarwal, batsman.
Aman Agarwal, number 9. Quickly off the mark, much needed. Here he comes again. Picks that one up, but goes straight to a USC fielder. And Prayat Patel ends his over. So now they're going to bring on the fast bowlers again, trying to clean up the tail. On comes Taran Sandhu. 71 runs here now for Washington, as they try and squeeze out some runs against some very tight bowling. So Southern California, where we'll probably have some thunderstorms tonight. In comes Tarun. Beautiful run up. Goes down the leg side, but no run. American college cricket tends to be a bit more generous in regard to leg side bowling. We don't want to call the wides too close in the interest of exciting cricket. Lovely piece of length bowling there by Taran, well batted. Just one single there to squeeze the ball through mid-wicket. So having had to face some very good tight spin bowling, is now up against some very good length fast bowling. And Taran probably off about a, let's see, they will count it out. It's at least 12 run up of 12 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a 12-step run up. And good rhythm. Another shot there to mid-on, a quick single. As the Huskies refuse to buckle and put 3 runs on this over so far. But USC's fielding has been very good in the outfield, so the runs have not been easy to come by. They've really had to work for every one of these runs, the Huskies. And then Taran comes again. Lovely shot. This time he avoids the fielder, and the fielder does an excellent job of stopping the 4, the boundary. It's so impressive, the fielders of today, how they manage to stop these almost certain 4s with their quick reaction, and also the fielders backing up, which never used to happen back in the 50s and 60s. So you can see the technical improvement of the game, the athleticism of the players. Taran comes in, bangs it down hard, and a very good length ball, almost a Yorker, but the batsman managed to squeeze out a quick single. So both sides working very, very hard to move the score along. And Taran still managing to keep the ball on a length. Again, coming in off his 12-step run-up. Nice loping stride. Beautiful, technically correct release. And we're going to go for a couple here. A nice shot over covers, picked up there by mid-on, coming around to a sweeper. So the last over coming up. And we had about 7 off that over, so that was definitely Washington trying to walk out here by the new bowler. Another fast bowler off a 12-step run-up, setting his field. He's got his gully and is in position. Beautiful, beautiful ball, beautiful piece of batting there. Going for 2 as the fielder hesitates. So fielder's looking quite relaxed. I think they can contain the batsman, but here and we come again. Oh, a lovely shot to square. Will it go for 4 is the question. Not quite hard enough. I don't think it wasn't hit quite hard. They're going to try and get 3 out of it. And that was a good piece of running there by number 9. That is Aman Agarwal. So we've got 5 off 2 balls, 4 left.
So 83 for 7. Washington trying to mount a bit of a rear guard to get past 100, and this one's hit nicely down to the square leg area. Fielders will chase that down. Again, it's a very large field, and the outfield, though the grass is cut nicely low, might be a little slow because of rain last night and this morning. So Krishna and Agarwal, the batsman, Agarwal, the striker just now, and its scoring rate right now 5.79. So definitely not where in the final over, not where Washington wants to be, and he swings at that. They have to make every opportunity in this final over to get some runs. That was a wide, so that'll add to the total and give them a chance to do that again. The highest score for has been 19 by Jain, who hit a really mighty six, a lovely shot as well. He used his feet and went down the wicket and got the 6 runs. We do have someone here that we'll be speaking with later, Michael Scott from the LAPD. He's the Baseball League president, LAPD. And this one, again, doesn't get a hold of it. The man at mid-on will run around and they'll just get a single. So not exactly the total they would want, but still nevertheless a defendable total for Washington. And as I was saying, we'll speak later to Michael because he's been doing some wonderful work, outreach, community outreach and so on, using baseball, his baseball league. And we'll probably work together in the near future. So left arm, and this one is it on the pad. Umpire is not interested. The bowler is Mathur. So far, the most effective bowler for the Trojans has been Patel, who has taken 3 wickets for 10 runs off his 3 overs.
That's a good performance.
Excellent. And 2 wickets taken by the captain, Ankit Arsora. So he took 2 for 13 off his 3 left arm. Mathur, this one is high in the air. Will somebody get under it? The man at mid-on comes around, and we've seen the USC guys taking their catches, so making the difference in the field as opposed to dropping it. And the 8th wicket goes for Washington. I think at this stage, most importantly, no runs scored and a new batsman coming in.
In fact, I think that's the end of the 15 overs, Lloyd. They're both coming in together. Well, I guess
there'll be no new batsman coming in.
So what's our final score for
88?
The Huskies? 88.
So USC will have 8 and 9 to win. 8 wickets fell. And the top scorer was
a good effort by the Huskies.
19 by Jain. Tirumalachi Chetty got 14. Amkaram got 11. And 15 not out by Krishna. So 88 for 8.
So how did you feel about your first innings there?
Yeah, it's good because in the last match I didn't get any wickets. Today it's 3. I feel good.
You played very well.
Yeah.
Well,
and fielder supported me well too.
Can you tell us a little about your strategy with the bowling?
No, I didn't plan to do any strategy. It's just go and bowl. Don't bowl any no balls or wides. Don't give any extras or just bowl to line and length. Yeah. Just
how was the pitch? Was it?
Yeah, it's turning right. Yeah, it's turning.
Quite a bit of dampness out.
Yeah, we have to just do batting carefully.
That's very good. So you think you can get the runs?
Yeah, we can chase 89. It's good. 90 balls, 89 runs, ball to run.
You're pretty confident?
Yeah, we are confident.
Well, congratulations. That was a good effort. Thanks a lot. And good effort by the Huskies, coming down. You're a new team. And how did you feel about playing in Southern California? Have you played here before?
No, I'm playing here for the first time, and it's pretty great. In Seattle, the weather is not that good, and it's always raining, so we only find turf wickets in California, and in Seattle we don't have any turf wicket play.
We were talking earlier in the booth about whether you have long grass out in Seattle. Would that affect the shots that you're playing?
Yeah, so it's the outfield is pretty thick and wet all the time, so whenever you time the ball, it just stops on the ground, so it's tough to time the ball. Yeah.
Okay, so you had a bit of trouble with the timing early on?
Right now, yeah, the ball is spinning a lot. It's gripping and turning.
Right.
It's just you need to get set in and do well. Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
The umpire is on the field right now, and University of Washington is going to go out to try to defend their 88 runs that they made.
Right.